So I don't know about you guys, but one of my biggest goals this year is to create another passive stream of income that will allow me to spend most of this year sipping cocktails on the beach instead of being chained to my desk working. And so as I was researching different passive income side hustles, this one side hustle kept coming up in almost every single search. And the side hustle is Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, also known as Amazon KDP. And so based on what I see here on YouTube, people are claiming to make thousands of dollars every single month selling low content books such as planners, notebooks, coloring books, and other types of books that don't require you to have very strong design skills or be a writer. And so in today's video, we're going to explore this side hustle together and see if this is something that is going to be worth your time. And as always, for these types of videos, I'm going to set a timer and see how long this whole process is going to take. Ready? Let's jump into it. So how exactly do you get started? So first of all, you need to sign up for the Amazon KDP account, which is actually pretty straightforward and pretty easy. And unlike, let's say, the Amazon FBA account, the Amazon KDP account is completely free to open and to maintain. So the next step is let's pick a product. So as I mentioned to you, low content books include things like trackers, planners, notebooks, coloring books, puzzle books, and things like that. And so as an Amazon seller, I can tell you that picking your product is going to be one of the most important steps, because the times when you can just publish anything on Amazon and start making sales are long gone. Nowadays, there's too much competition. So you want to make sure that you're putting a lot of effort into product research and finding products that are in high demand with low competition. So when it comes to product research, you can do it manually through the Amazon search bar and manually going through the products that are already available in the market. However, there's so many tools in the market that will make this process way easier. And so probably one of the most well-known tools in this space is bookbolt, which is a platform for creators and entrepreneurs looking to break into low content book niche on Amazon KDP. So bookbolt has a lot of great features that will help you to start your Amazon KDP business, which we'll go through all of them in just a second. But the very first feature that I wanted to highlight is going to be the product research feature, which also happens to be one of my favorite, and I will show you how you can use it. So once you create a bookbolt account, which is pretty easy and straightforward, you will see a bunch of different functions. And as I mentioned, we're going to start with research right here. The great thing I noticed about bookbolt is that they have a lot of tutorials on the platform, which will make this whole process very easy. If you're like me and you tend to get overwhelmed very quickly, you can do things like product research, seller search, cloud research. And so we're going to get started with the most simple one, which is this one under products. Now I'm filming this at the beginning of the year, which is when people tend to start ordering different yearly, weekly, and I don't know, monthly planners. However, I really want to go for a product that is going to be popular like all year round and not just in January. And I want something that is a little bit less saturated than planners. Now, one of the trackers that I've utilized pretty heavily in the last few years is the Side Hustle Income Tracker, which is also something that I highly recommend that you get as well if you're looking to scale your side hustles this year, because it is very motivating to see how much you actually make from every side hustle. So we're going to go ahead and type in Side Hustle Income Tracker and see what we get. Income Tax Log Notebook. I guess this is very helpful, but not exactly what I had in mind. Side Hustle Income Tracker. Let's take a look at this one. So this is actually very similar to what I used in the past. And when it comes to this niche, you can also see some of the data. So the number of the result, the average BSR, which is the best seller ranking. If you have experience selling on Amazon, this is a pretty good number. Now you see the lowest price, the highest price, average price, and the category. And there's some of the keywords here and then related keywords. So based on what I'm seeing right now, I actually kind of like this idea. So let's stick with the Side Hustle Income Tracker. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to hit that like button to support this small channel, and also follow me on Instagram because I would love to be friends. Okay, so now that we have decided on our product, let's go and start designing the product. So the great thing about bookbolt is that it has a lot of built-in design tools that can help you to create beautiful covers and very appealing interiors, even if once again you're not design savvy. So to get there, you're going to click on this icon over here, and then we're going to go to Bookbolt Studio. Okay, cool. So we're going to select new project, and we're going to name it Side Hustle Income Planner. You can select the size. I think this is pretty standard for a planner. You can also pick the interior. I'm just going to go with black and white interior with white paper. And then you can select the page count, and I'm just going to go with 24. Once you're done, let's hit create a project, and here is what it's going to look like. So naturally, we're going to start with the cover. So when it comes to selecting the cover, once again, if you already have an idea, you can just upload your own cover. However, if you're like me and you have limited design experience, you can actually use copyright-free images and photos from bookbolt. So let's go to Pixabay right here and look at all of these different options that we have. You can also go to Unsplash and select the cover that you like. So I actually like this peaceful sunset photo that we're going to use as our background image. So all you need to do is just expand it. I think this looks really cool. Makes me think of my goal of just laying on the beach all summer. Now let's add some text. We're going to add heading right here, and I'm just going to name it Side Hustle Income Tracker. And of course you can select the font that you like. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, cool. And this is going to be the front of your book right here. Simple and straight to the point. Now let's move on to the interior of your book. So once again, bookbolt has a pretty awesome interior library. You can also filter everything by like travel, money. You can see all kinds of options, or you can also just upload your own interior design if that's your preference. I actually personally want to use the tracker that has worked for me in the past. So if you want to utilize this tracker, I will include it down below. Let's download this as PDF. Once you have it downloaded, all you need to do is go to My Uploads, select Upload a PDF. You can change all of these settings or just go with default. I'm just going to go with default, and it's automatically going to paste it on the page. This is pretty much what the page is going to look like. And don't worry, you don't have to manually add the rest of these pages. If you are happy with how it looks, all you need to do is to click clone this page. Now we're going to select all minus the cover and hit clone. Now give it a few minutes and here you go. Okay, once you finish your design, all you need to do is to click download, and we're going to download the current project as CMYK printed books. And a few seconds later, we have the pages downloaded. Now let's move on to the next step, which is uploading your book on Amazon KDP. So once you've created an account and filled out all the information, we're just going to go and hit create. Now there are all kinds of different options right here. I'm just going to click create paperback. For the title, let's make sure that we hit all of the correct keywords. I'm going to put in side hustle income tracker for freelancers. Now we have a bunch of optional things right here. Okay, so author's name, I'm just gonna put my own name. Oh my god, I'm gonna be an author now. All right, cool. Okay, so now it's time for the descriptions. So you guys guessed it, I'm just going to ChatGPT this. All right, let's add this, but I'm actually going to remove the key features because half of these are not actually in our tracker and we never want to mislead anyone. So I'm just going to put I own the copyright to this since I designed most of it. Are there any sexual explicit images or title? I think Side Hustle is so sexy, but technically no. It is a low content book. All right, in terms of the category, I don't know if I found the correct one. Maybe I'll put it under self-help. And I don't know, let's put success for placement. And then you can add other categories, so you can just go with the ones that we talked about. Now let's add some of the keywords. I'm just gonna quickly fill this out. All right, the rest of it is going to be pretty straightforward. So let's click save and continue. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we're going to upload the manuscript, which is pretty much what your book is going to look like inside. And we're going to click paperback interior right here from the file that you downloaded from bookbolt. Okay, so now when it comes to the book cover, we're going to upload your own book cover, which you already have the file from the same download from bookbolt. All right, great, cover uploaded successfully. Now to ensure everything is uploaded correctly, let's do the book preview. Okay, cool, so here is the preview. It does very much so look exactly the way I wanted it to. If everything looks good, you can just click approve. Now it's going to give you the entire summary as well as the printing cost. Now let's set the price for our book. Now when you're setting the price, you also want to see what competition is doing. So it looks like the primary competitor is selling their book for $6.99. When we type in $6.99, the royalty is only $1.89, which I don't know if this is really worth my time. The thing you can also keep in mind is that you can see the competitor, it's just sheets versus our product is paperback. So I think since it is paperback, it is okay to charge a little bit more. So let's actually go for $9.99. And in this case, the royalty is going to be $3.69, which is not too bad for passive income. And especially for a product that doesn't require that much effort, shirt, I think this is actually a pretty good royalty. And the great news is that bookbolt integrates directly with Amazon KDP, which means there's even less work for you to do, making this side hustle super passive. And by the way, if you're interested in testing out bookbolt, they actually kindly partnered with me in this video, and I was able to get you guys a special discount code which will give you 20% off of their subscription. So make sure to use my link as well as code Christina Side Hustles to get started with bookbolt today. All right, now that we've filled everything out, we're just going to click publish, and I'm going to see if I end up making any sales. So if you guys want to see a part 2 of this video, make sure to let me know down below, because I would love to make a follow-up video and see how much money I was able to make in my first month and share the results with you guys. Now, altogether, it took us about 40 minutes, which really wasn't bad at all for creating a digital product that can generate you passive income. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this side hustle. By the way, if you like this video, I actually think you're going to like this one as well. And in general, if you enjoy content about side hustles and different ways that you can make money online, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every week. Thank you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!